This is the last video in the digital drawing series, and I will say we have overcome the hardest part of this unit, which is making the layers from week 2. So today should be nice and simple, just coloring things in. So you know the deal, art supply closet, paint palette, and we're going to open up Klettkey. Alright, now let's see if we can find our work from last week. We are going to do import, and this is the same thing that I showed you at the end of week 2's video. Alright, we're going to upload both layers of our project. So I have completed my drawing, and I'm going to open that as a layer, click OK, and then I'm going to import my picture right here. And if you don't know which one it is, you can click through them. I took a few. Alright, I have a bunch of files here, but this is the one I want. I'm going to open it as a layer, click OK. Alright, so now you go to your Layers tab, and we're going to turn this down to 50%. And we're just going to go ahead and delete layer 1, so we don't need it. Okay, so today you can continue adding some lines in here if you wanted to add in some more details. You can feel free to do that. And once you're done drawing in all your lines, I'll do this button real quick, like that. We're going to go to our layers, and we're going to delete our picture. Okay, so you're going to click your layer and click delete. Now, if you ever are like, shoot, this doesn't look good, I need to add in some more lines, you can just click back and it'll come right back. Okay, or if you need to, you can go back and you can import it again. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you're losing your picture, it just means we are not going to be needing it anymore. So I'm going to delete it. Alright, so now's the fun part. You get to go to your brushes, which we learned on day 1, and color this bad boy in. So I'm going to first just find my skin tone, which not that yellow, maybe I'm like this color. Alright, and I like to turn my opacity down because right now if I draw, I'm just going to cover up my drawing. So I turn my opacity down to about 25. Okay, that way when I color you can still see the lines. Alright, I'm going to make my brush size a little bit bigger so I can just get in some of these big sections. And this can be as neat or as not neat as you want. Remember, this is just for us to learn some basic tools. We're not making a masterpiece here. Alright. Now, if you are in my 4th and 5th grade class, we have been talking a lot about self-expression and how we can use colors to reflect how we are feeling or just reflect different parts of our character. Okay, so I have asked you guys to change your self-portrait in 2 ways by adding either fun colors, or you can draw in, you know, a soccer ball if you play soccer. You can draw in flower if you like nature, but you do have to change it in 2 ways. Nothing crazy. So let's see, how do I want to change mine? Maybe I will have pink hair just to represent that I am a fun person. Alright, make my brush size a little bit bigger. And I can't have pink hair in real life. I guess I could, but I'm too scared. And I'm going to color my hair pink. Alright, so Miss Kessler's class, remember to change 2 things. Alright, now that's kind of covering up my lines too much, so I might delete that and turn my opacity down even more. Okay, so it's kind of like this weird spray paint effect, which I personally really like. Okay, so I'm going to just color this side of my head. Once again, I don't want to bore you. You guys are creative and can pick out your own colors, but like I said, it's not a masterpiece. If I wanted to add in some pink streaks to my hair, I mean purple streaks, I could do that. All right, so it's just fun. It's not anything to stress about. Now, Ms. Kester's class, you also know that you have an alternative assignment if this is just getting way too crazy and you're like, Ms. Kester, I tried, but I cannot do this. This is way too much for me. Then you do have the option to just draw it on paper, okay? But you do still want to change 2 parts of your portrait to show a little bit of your personality. Okay, so I have purple hair now. Looking pretty good. So I'm just going to keep coloring this in, and once you guys are finished, whoops, I was going to do my eyebrows, but maybe not. Once you guys are finished, you can go ahead and, since we only have 1 layer at the moment, all you have to do is click this save button. Okay, and this is the one that I just saved. And minimize your tab, you know the drill, and drag it into our digital drawings. Okay, so that's going to be your finished product. I'm going to ask you guys to upload this onto Padlet and write 2 sentences about your portrait if you decided to change something or you added in another drawing of a flower or something. I want you to just write 2 sentences about that. And if you decided to do your drawing on paper, that is perfectly fine too. You can go ahead and turn that in as well. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, this is the last video. Maybe I'll upload some more if I think of anything else that needs to be added. But I hope you guys enjoyed drawing. I hope you learned something, and I hope that I went slow enough so nothing was too confusing. All right, I'll see you guys next week.